get your brushes, go get your paint. This is how you do it, the Shoshie way. I'm gonna teach you, be ready to learn. 'Cause when I'm done, it's your turn. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear what I say. Watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above. And if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. 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 We paint miniatures.
Hey guys, it's Shoshie from Shoshie's Magnificent Minis, and it's Saturday. Hey, so we are having a special stream. Let me just chat and say hey to everybody who, wow, we have a lot of people. Awesome. You guys are psyched. JR Toshkeen. Hello, Artie Wolf. In the Moonis. Yay, Flickster is hosting. Thank you for the host, Flickster. Kat Leanne, Super Sarah. Rumble, I haven't seen you in a while. Yes, says Shoshie's Minis. I'm finally getting to watch one of your streams for the first time in ages. Yay! Especially on a Saturday. And the Moon says, everyone, there's a 20% off the Elizabeth Vampire Bust on the Carl Ruddick website if you want to do the paint along, he says he doesn't know how long it's going on for. That's pretty cool. Yes, definitely get in on that because there's going to be time to get that in before we start painting him. Or rather, 9 a.m. they get around here. Wait, they get here around noon. Oh, you got your friends coming. That's awesome. All right, so you can watch until your friends come, right? We've got a Cyclops Knight in the house. Look at the Cyclops Knight. I put them together. Aw, Charles Fox, thank you so much for the cheer. That's awesome. Starting off the morning with some cheer. So he comes with this really cool base. I've already got it all pre-highlighted. I want to say that I don't know if I used, it looks like I used gray, but I think I did use white. It's just not very white, which is okay because this is a very dark model. So he gets up on this anvil. Who knows why he has an anvil? Oh, that's right, he has a sword. Where did I put the sword? Hold on. I forgot that he had that. Here it is. Okay. Sword. So I always thought it was like, it looks like he's playing a guitar. But I think it actually might be, I don't know how its sword goes. I think it's just on its belt. I'll have to look at the artwork. I kind of like it where he's like holding it, like he just forged it, you know? Ooh, I like that. See how it's like, yeah, it might work. We don't have to paint that right away. Pixel Cruncher with a sub. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Hold on, where's my pen? There it is. Love you so much when you guys sub because it helps the stream. We're getting new music, getting an hour of like, kind of like this kind of loop music, but it's gonna be more metal music sort of. Drivers, I'm gonna be sharing it with Flickster. And that we have a special announcement. It's not going to be for a while. Oh, hey, Flick. Next, you're going to tell me there's a load of hands, too. Super Sarah says, I offered, wait. Chat is going fast. Yeah, let's give Charles some hype. That's pretty nice. So hard to see what you do with the Cyclops Knight. Ton of faces, who would have thought? They do have hands on some of the other stuff. Yeah, Pixel Cruncher is here. No, it's a special stream. It's a special stream for everybody. And so we had Pixel Cruncher subscribing. Thank you so much. Twitch Prime, that's awesome. Brilliant's here. Mayanara. Oh my gosh. Oh, snooze. No, don't snooze. I need to stop it, actually. I set my alarm so that I could make sure to stream on time because I don't normally stream at this time. All right, we need paint. Yeah. Okay, let's look at him. He's got a lot of weird things on his outfit. Thank you, Trillian. Thank you so much for the cheer. Let's give Trillian some hype, guys. Hype for Charles, hype for Trillian. Did I spell it right? You guys are great. DenCon cheer. Warboy says KDM streams are so much more fun now that you bought it. Oh, I bet. So let me just explain. Let's see. So he's basically like a skeletal warrior. And look at this brush, it went crazy on me. I think I need to let that soak and then reshape it. Sometimes, yeah, see how there's a little hair that's going crazy? Let's get to focus there, right there, this one. I will put some soap. You can put, what you can do when you have a brush that gets wonky on you, put a little pink soap on it and let it dry. And it'll shape it right back up. And then all you have to do is rinse it out right before you paint. Okay, you can shape that. Yep, see that goes right back in place. You can do that to condition your brushes as well, especially after you've used some kind of brush cleaner or something. It will condition them. Pink soap is awesome. Pink brush cleaner, and this is a brush cleaner too, so it will both clean and condition. Yay! All right, so let's explain like what's going on with the knight over here. He is a lot of skeleton with armor over him. He's got some breach clout. He's got some cool, weird Kingdom Death face stuff going on. He's got one eyeball up here, and I've decided that all these things on the edges of his cloaks are eyeballs as well, because he's a Cyclops Knight. He's also got, I want to say he had some eyeballs on his ankles right here as well. And that might be all. And then he's got this weird whole jaw thing going on, lots of teeth. So he's a really interesting model. The artwork for it is really dark. So I'm gonna probably switch up and not do the exact artwork. I see there's a big seam right here I had to fill with Bondic. We might have to go back and fill that again after we paint it a little bit more. For the most part, he's ready. So this is what I'm gonna do to start. I'm gonna get a big crappy brush. So these are the synthetic Bombwick utility brushes, and they're great because they're synthetic. They're not expensive, so you can do all kinds of stuff with them. And I'm gonna get back in here first and paint all this shadowed area with a little bit of Nightshade Purple. Where's my Nightshade Purple? Here. And a little bit of Armor Brown as well. Armor Brown from Game Color. What is it? The only one with the weird caps, and here it is. Here it is. Model Air. So these two colors, and I'm almost out of my Nightshade Purple. Luckily, I've got some on my palette from yesterday, which is why I'm deciding to use that today. Very dark purple color. Okay, and I'm just gonna go in here and paint my shadows. Where I have some highlighting, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that bare for now. Love European time streams. Hello, yes, we have Monday and Friday. We actually have pretty European friendly. It's a little late for you guys, but we stream from 2:30 to 4:30 UTC -5, and so that usually works out to be like 7 hours behind Europe, right? Is that right? Yeah, 7 hours. So if I'm streaming at 2:30, somebody help me math. I think that's 8:30 for you. 8:30 to 10, 8. Yeah, I think that's right. Somebody check my math. And so we get a lot of Europeans on Mondays and Fridays, and the American stream is Wednesday from what is it? It's from 7 to 9 p.m. So that one's that's like in the wee hours for you. Yay, Charles Fox. Time to snack third. Nightshade, bring out the Nightshade Purple first thing. Yep, exactly. At least you can stock up with Yeah, I'm planning to look for it. I'm gonna look for Nightshade Purple and some other Reaper colors because I have some paint racks. Speaking of which, that's what we should do. Hold on one second, guys. So I've got a couple. Hold on, I gotta do face for this. Face. I've got a couple things that we gotta announce today. So one of the announcements is that I'm doing a giveaway. I'm actually not doing it on this stream. I'm gonna do it on Flickster's stream. We're hosting him. So you guys are gonna, if you choose, to jump over to Flickster Stream after the giveaway, giving away this beauty. Big deal. A lot of you guys watch this. We're giving her away. As is. I'm not going to base her or anything. You can do whatever you want. Make her, give her a fancy base. But this is Jessica Thunderhawk. Isn't she pretty? I will be giving away this paint job, which we did 5 streams for. So she took some time. So that's a huge investment of mine. I'm not making anybody pay for it. We're not doing any top donor, not doing any thing. We're going to give away. The only caveat is you got to do it. You gotta go over to Flickster Stream to win it. That's the only thing. That's after this show, which is in 2 hours. So you need like a lunch break or something in between. Like, that's totally fine. Just make sure you come back before I host so you get over to Flickster's. Yes, she's gorgeous. I think we always have my other caveat is that if you live international, if you live outside the US, that you help me pay for shipping. And like I said, I don't think, she weighs a little bit more, but I don't think she'll be more than $15, $20. But for $15 or $20 to get a 75mm Shoshie's Mini, this is at least a $500 or $600 commission. Okay, so it's a huge value for you. So I'm not going to do that very often. This is a special stream. This is a special day. But because I did tell you there was going to be a giveaway in my stream, I do have something. I have something for you. Hold on, okay, hold on, let me go get the special something. Let me rinse out my brush before that dries out and gets crunchy on me. All right. Is scale 75 at Gen Con? And is it cheaper? Scale 75 is going to be at Gen Con. I am guessing they're going to have a con special, but I don't know what. Hey, Zab. Taking a break from yard work and pre-party cleanup. Awesome. Okay, so let me go get the other stuff that I wanted to tell you about. Hold on one second. I'm going to mute my mic. There we go. I gotta say all that again. Thank you, Miss Sarah. Miss Sarah is one of our new mods. Welcome her. Okay, so Anyway Designs makes these paint racks. They sent me an extra one to give away on my stream. And so that's what I'm gonna do today, since I told you guys I was gonna do a giveaway. This is what they look like. It holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18, 19. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. 51 paints. You can see on the back. You can hang this up however you want on your wall. You can lay it flat on your desk. It works great. So you can hang it like this and they stay in. It holds regular bottles. So Anyway Designs, if you like these, you can go to their web store. I believe, I don't know if I have a coupon code with them. You could write to them and ask them though. I think, yes. I'm muted? Okay. Yeah, Sarah wants it. Me. I need a mic command, I know. It does happen a lot. There's all, so this is all the tech stuff always happens a lot. It's like Shoshie off cam, Shoshie mic. Yes. All right, so this is, I'm gonna give away one of these, and that it will be toward the end of the stream. I think I'm gonna do this as a points giveaway, and we will do the Jessica Thunderhawk as a keyword giveaway. Okay, so that way anybody doesn't have to have Flickits, because you don't have to watch Flick to be able to win it. But it does mean that Flick's viewers are gonna get the winner too. Okay, it's gonna be special. That's why I wanted to give you guys something today. So we will give away one of those. Let me go set up the bot. I won't mute myself this time. Okay, the raffle is open. You can buy up to 10 tickets. They cost 5 each. It's going to be cheaper this time because this is a sneaky stream. So you only need 5 points. You can buy up to 10. For whatever reason, I can't get my bot to update the message. So it's going to say rolling the red panda, but it's not. It's the paint rack. So you just need to buy your tickets. Tickets 10, tickets 5, however you want to buy. And whatever you want. Yeah. You have 2, you get 2, okay? So, everybody gets a chance, hopefully. Because it takes, I think by the end of the stream you have 20 points. So, if you watch this entire stream, you should have 5, 10, 15, 20. You should have 4 chances, 4 tickets at least to get. How does the keyword thing work? You don't need to, I don't think you need to worry on the keyword. You just buy tickets, exclamation point tickets, because this is not a keyword raffle. This is a ticket raffle. Okay, the keyword raffle in Flickstream, he'll probably put Jessica Thunderhawk, and then you will type it as well, or Jessica, or however, and that's how you will win her. That's going to be over his stream. Okay. So, in this way, we don't need to worry about currency, because a keyword raffle is, you don't have to have any chat currency to win, whereas this raffle, you need to have chat currency to win. But you have a chance to earn the points. I'm not going to give these away until the end of the stream, so you have a chance to win as long as you stick around and watch me. And we're gonna paint. Okay. Nice dark color with that. It's a really, you know what? This is scale 75. It's really flat. I really would like the inside of his coat to be more glossy. I'm gonna see if I can mix a color of a glossy dark color. Let's see what I've got. I want to use I've got Despair Green. That's not the right color. Oh, that actually could be good. What I need is, here we go, Arbuckle's Brown. We've got some Decay Black. I want to use a little bit of the Deep Blue. Those three together should make a really dark purple as well. Cool, that's why I was asking. I'm totally spoiled for paint racks and holders because my hubby has a laser cutter. That's right. Brilliant. Remind me to message you about, so send me a message right now to remind me to talk to you about laser cutting, because there's something I need to ask you about. So, I knew somebody I knew had a laser cutter, but I couldn't remember who it was, and there was a reason why I needed to find someone. Are the cams swapped? Yes, because I haven't started painting it. Here we go. Let's do exclamation point cam to make me do that. Yes, switch the cam. You laser cut a lot too, Groovy? Okay, message me as well, because who knows, maybe you have different kinds of laser cutter. Luke Skywalker has a laser cutter. All right, I am mixing Arbuckle's Brown and that Deep Blue together to get a beautiful, rich purple that's really essentially darker than Nightshade Purple in a sense. Look at this. Ooh, that's really dark. Okay, you sent my Facebook a picture? Okay. I've got a lot of people. Have I tried adding Vallejo Gloss Medium? I have not. Because what I do instead is I just add the Scale 75 Fantasy paints. Those are glossy by themselves. Yeah, I like that much better. It's a little bit more blue, but it's not sucking up the light like as much as the other one was, because the other one was so flat. Yeah, don't ignore that roll in the red panda message. I cannot get my bot to figure out how to change that. I don't know why. I think it's something to do with Mike's computer, and he's not here to help me figure that out. Okay. All right, there's nice dark colors. Let's go back here and see. I think so. As you can see, now look at this, because this is, when you have larger models, you highlight a little differently. Notice the highlight is not on the whole piece here, it's just on the side. I'm going to go ahead and paint my shadow in. Attempt to anyway. But like that blue. Yeah, the nice thing about this raffle is you don't need 10 tickets, you only need 5 to be able to buy. You only need 5 points to enter. So some of you guys who spent tickets before or haven't been in the chat, because you don't usually get to see me because it's Saturday, don't have to wait around as long. Okay, you see I'm painting the dark parts in. Like that blue a lot. seems like I'm doing it kind of sloppy right now, and it's because I am. Not too worried about the details at this point because we're just sketching in the lights and the darks right now. Okay. Hey Nixon, how's it going? It is a good morning. I bet you guys were surprised. Some of you weren't here on Friday, so you may not have realized that I was going to do a sneaky stream. All right, now, thinning out my paint with a little water. Same color, just adding water because we're doing essentially what amounts to like we're glazing over this beautiful primer. See how smooth? Whoa. So my screensaver keeps coming on. Let me fix that. Turn off screensaver. Yeah, except for every 5 minutes it comes on. Let me do 5,000 minutes. Okay, we're good. Hey, casual painter. Right, I need to do this relatively quickly because I want there not to be any lines, hard lines from the glaze, from anything drying. That makes sense. Oh, that beautiful blue. Add a little bit more water to get the flow going. Am I getting it? No, Gen Con doesn't do a swag bag, Artie Wolf, unfortunately. They haven't done one in years. What they do now is like a kind of a cheapy coupon book, which is only good for people who go to the con. I mean, some of those cons are good for, or some of those coupons are good for a website, but honestly, yeah, they haven't done a swag bag in a long time, which is a shame because I guess maybe it was just too difficult to get it. And then now the con is growing so much. I think that's the other issue. All right, do you guys see that? And I've got highlights and shadows already in a sense. Now it's drying. I'm going to probably gotta manage some of these lines real quick. So there's a little bit of a line right there. I'm going to mute myself and hair dry this real quick so that way I don't get any tide lines I don't want. Okay. Oops, there we go. So that's hair dried, except for that spot right there. Ruby sent me a Facebook message. Both my wife and my stores do custom stuff all the time. Awesome. I will try to do, tell you what, I will try to do some walkarounds, video walkarounds with like probably Facebook Live, because I don't think I can do it through Twitch because of the way Twitch works. It can't do it on my phone easily without like a Wi-Fi connection, and I don't know if I'll be able to have that. And but I can do Facebook Live and then save the video, and I think it'll let me upload that to Twitch after the fact. And there's a chance I could do Instagram Live as well. That would be kind of cool. I haven't done Instagram Live in a long time. Actually, yeah. I'm just doing the same thing I did on the front as I did on the back. Everything covered, nice and dark. Okay. So I'm looking at this and I'm trying to decide, do I need another coat? I probably do. I'm gonna add just a little bit. I don't want to be saturated though. Let's see. I gotta think. Let's do this. We'll add more to the shadows again, so we get a second coat on the shadows. And then I think I will go ahead and add just a smidge of Caribbean blue to my color so that I have a highlight color on top. I don't know what that's gonna do though. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's not bad. Just a little bit. See that? Kind of takes away that watercolory look that I love. Yeah, that's not bad actually. This is just essentially wet blending now. Yeah, it's a nice blue. Yeah, I'm not giving away Roland. Thanks for mentioning that. We gave away Roland already. So this is what a nice synthetic brush can do for you, is give you that wet blending, make it really nice and easy. See that? We already know where to put our highlights because we already put our shadows in, right? Makes it so much easier. Okay. Good, looks good. I'm gonna use a little bit more of my highlight over here than I did over there because I want to make sure to get this light enough. And again, I'm following where the highlights went. If you have your highlights and your contrast nice, it'll be more striking, a lot more striking. You can see that line down the middle that I'm not real happy with. Okay, so this is the point before you get too far. When you've got that big line, you gotta figure out what you're gonna do with it. So I think, let me see if I have any gloss paint, because that is what I'm gonna need. Here it is. I love this. This is one of the few craft paints that I buy. It's the Americana Triple Thick Brilliant Brush on Gloss Glaze. And you take a little bit of this and you brush it on, it will really fill in imperfections fairly nicely. See that? That was where the seam is. I'm hoping that will cover it well enough. I'm gonna have to go ahead and put my hairdryer back on and see. That's a trick that I learned to cover up, and it really works on metal. You know how metal gets all pocked and you get little imperfections in it? Something like that will really cover that up, and then you can paint right over it. Yes, mold lines are the bane of my life too. This, when I did Bondic this, but I still had issues with it. Hi, Centropic. The gloss trick mentioned yesterday. Yes, Zab, this is, I know. But this is the gloss that I use, triple thick. And I also use this, I'm going to use this on his eyeballs and different things that I want to be shiny. All right, I'm going to mute and I'm going to hair dry. Second. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was dry because it's glossy, so it looks like it's dry. But now this, you go back over this with the flat paint, and it should dull out that glossiness. It should. Oops, see, that's still not dry. Damn it. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna just leave that for now. I'm gonna go over here to this side, so it doesn't need as much. Works on mold lines. If you missed two in a pinch, yep, exactly. Yeah, it's a paint rack in Lamunas. That's what we're giving away in this stream, and then in Flick's stream, we're gonna give away Jessica Thunderhawk. Because I told you guys we'd give her away, but I didn't tell you that we were gonna give her away in Flick's stream. So that's why I thought we should do an extra little giveaway here too. A little bit of goodie for everybody. I'm wet blending now. See how I'm adding the darker color into the shadows and then blending it up into the, what? I'm sorry guys. There we go. Blending it up into the, just with the turquoise, and it's deep blue and a little bit of the crimson, Arbuckle's brown mixed with it. I like wet blending, and Scale 75 really does lend itself well to wet blending. It's really creamy, and it just blends pretty well together already. I'm off cam. I must be off. Now I'm on cam. There you go. See, this is sort of what Electric Eve does. She does a lot of wet blending as well. She's a little bit more practiced at it than I am. She does it constantly with her Warcraft minis. Good. All right, now let's go back here. Some of this is drying now. You can go ahead and add a little bit of this turquoise too. Yeah, that's drying nice. And you got, I don't know if you can see this, but that covers that seam line so much nicer now. It's much smoother. Getting my highlight in there. Still somewhat sketchy. In there with the dark blue. Cover up that shininess. Oh yeah, that made a huge difference, having that gloss in. Woohoo! Dark metal for his armor bits. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, and I found out there's a company that has so it was one of my followers told me that Aldi in Australia has Bondic now. So you can buy it. It's not too bad. So if you want some Bondic, go to the Aldi. Here we go. And I'll let that dry out a little bit. And then I'm going to come back and blend some more highlights toward it. There. Like, oh, I like it. It's nice on tape. Pretty. Oh. It's a mixture of kind of using enough thinness, spreading it out over the end. See how I did that? So I get it on my brush. I'm gonna put some down, and then I go back and I rinse out my brush, wipe out the water, and then I thin it out with my brush like that. I don't know what to call that. Kind of glazing, but not exactly, is it? And then I can glaze back the sides with the darker color to smooth out the transition. I really kind of want a hard transition, actually. Harder transition to get the contrast. All right. We are doing dark armor. I really like that idea. So that means we've got to do a couple things. We're going to use some black metal. I think we need to use a dark color. I think I'm going to do Decay Black and Z Blue and the Crimson to get my dark color. Yeah, I don't see the seam line. Well, it's like right there, but I can go back again and put more of that gloss. It's much less noticeable now. And you can do that in layers. Okay, so that's my black. I'm not going to use a lot of that because I really don't want a lot of black. So I'm going to mix black with my red and my blue. So this is almost the same color as my Nightshade Purple. Agent Deadpan. Where does the time go? With a tier 3 sub. Holy cow. And 6 months in a row. And don't forget, if you do subscribe to me at the tier 3 level, all you have to do is message me and set up, and you get a half hour of free video coaching with me. That is Agent Deadpan. Like I said, the only thing you got to do is message me to set it up, because I will assume that you don't want the video coaching otherwise. Tier 3. Awesome. Thank you so much, Agent. I know it's been 6 months. Oh, let me get this mouse out of here. There we go. This is the dark black color. I'm going to put this all over his armor. It's the color that I mixed. and it's not the nightshade purple, but it's a similar color with black and with blue and with red. And you'll see when you thin this out, you can see some of the red tone in it. And just watch, you'll find out that, let me see, I don't know if I think I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna paint the rest of this here dark. See how it's kind of looking purpley? I want that purple color. I don't want black. And the reason why I don't want black is black absorbs too much light and ends up looking flat. It's weird because you wouldn't think that. You think it would look deep, but unless it's a glossy black, it's gonna look really flat. And I find that purple is more interesting and pleasing to the eye. He's so cool. I love him. Put some of this in there too. My shadows. Harmonize, right? So look at that. That popped out my. So I rinse this out and then transition with water right here. This is actually a form of two-brush blending. I just use one brush. Kind of what two-brush blending is about. Okay. So that I have the lighter blue, and then I've got the darker purple as my shade now. I like it. Okay, so this is where smooth it out with the wet brush. It's not, there's no paint on it really. It's just got the paint that I'm smoothing. So, okay, anything over here. So, rinse out the brush, take out the water. You're going to use this to smooth. In the watercolor world, I think this would be called a gradiated wash. So you're good. Ta-da! Okay. Why not nightshade purple? Thanks from the Heresy. Because I want that more glossy texture. Because it's going to add more depth. Nightshade purple is great, but it's way more flat. And it's also having the blues and the reds, and get some tonalities in here that I can make some areas more purple and some areas more black and some areas more blue, depending on how much I mix from my palette. That's the thing about bottled paints. I think you should always mix paints when you can. If you're doing armies, I can understand not mixing your paints and just using bottles because you want to get the same color every time. But when you're doing a one-off piece like this, mix your paints. Experiment. See what you can, see how you can get tonalities and different variations. So everything's not the same color. Color is relative, and it's always relative to what it's next to. So the thing is, you might have more reddish on one area because of what the light is doing, and more bluish on another area. If that makes sense. So being able to vary that and switch that up, it just makes for a more interesting model. All right, he's got a little tool belt. I'm going to avoid the tool belt for now. Just paint all his armor around it. This leg is more blue, or more purple rather. This leg is more red. Probably want to add some more red to it if I can. There we go. Do I recommend magnetizing for different armor, or is it not important? Seems tedious. I don't like to magnetize unless I've got some really interesting pieces that I really want to keep. You know, keep the. I don't on my own stuff. I don't tend to magnetize. Some people have gotten me to magnetize stuff for them, and that's about the main time when I do magnetize. Okay, so now I want some more red back here. See, so I can grab some, add a little bit more red in this spot. XX23 Enigma XX. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of the old days of like Yahoo chat. XX Enigma, wait, 23 Enigma XX. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Did anybody, okay, so here's my nerd showing. Back in the old days of Yahoo chat and AOL, they used to be able to go into chat rooms and, you know, role play and stuff, and you could make like Vampire XXD or whatever, you know, like, I remember doing that. There was that kind of thing. Right, more red on his arm now, see? Red, warm colors tend to come forward and cool colors recede. So that's why I'm going with a little bit more red tones on this spot. I want that to come forward. Back in the good old days. So AOL and submission mixing were like that. Yes. So here's a funny story. My daughter is, she just turned 19. So you can guess what, you know, she's like at the very tail end of the millennial. She may actually not even be a millennial. She's born in 99. So we wouldn't let her use the computer when she was little. And so but she had a Nook. But I want this more black. So this armor is definitely gonna be more black up here. So she had a Nook, and I thought she was reading books, but she wasn't. She was going into the book reviews, and she was role-playing, like they had My Little Pony and Pokemon, and all the 12-year-olds and under were role-playing in the comment sections of the Nook. And I was just amazed. That's so ingenious. So like the gamer in me was completely proud. I was like, that's my girl, right? The mom in me was like, oh gosh, this is not, you know, this is not supervised. This is dangerous, you know. I made her watch like a bunch of like internet predator videos and how she needs to be careful and stuff like that. Probably freaked her out with stranger danger. But yeah, I thought that was amazing. So you would have your OC, your original character, or you would role play as Link. I think Link and My Little Pony were her favorite genres, like Legend of Zelda. Half those comments were, I don't think so. I don't think that the 40-year-old bronies knew about it. I mean, and besides, if you were 40, you could just go on any, you know, chat room or whatever. You could go anywhere on the internet and just do stuff there. This was for kids that weren't allowed to use the internet because their age range, right? So they used their parents' profiles. I'm going to go ahead and make this whole a little bit more red on the front here. He's so creepy. I'll go ahead and paint all the teeth red for now because I'm going to go over them later with other colors. Like that. possible. It's possible they were bronies, but especially at that time, bronies were a big thing. I don't know. Are they still? Okay. Awesome. Look at that. Hey, Christoph Paints. How are you? Welcome. Okay, get back in here with the blue. Gotta get some of this that I missed. Okay, remember how he said those are going to be like eyeballs on the side? He's got some tools here that he can use to build his sword. I guess he's a sword. He's a blacksmith of some kind because he's got this little anvil. I love the idea of him like holding this almost like a guitar. There we go. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with this as well. More on the red end, I believe. That'll be fun. We are going to use some metallic colors on this. You'll see. And I use that to pick up our highlights with. But this is our base coat, and you get good metallics, some metallic metals. You want to use flat paint as a base. Dad says, "Lol Predator." We used to call, so we used to be called that at work because we produced editors. We were producer editors, and so we decided that maybe being called predators is not a good idea. Yeah, not a good idea. You're a producer editor? Nice. I'm doing good, Christoph. We're painting a Cyclops Knight. We're also giving away a paint rack. This is the paint rack that we're giving away right here. This is not the paint rack, but the one I will be giving you is all going to be in pieces that you can put together and hang. You can hang it on your wall using these nice little hooks on the back. I recommend anchors in your wall because the paint racks do get heavy when they get full. So make sure you put anchor in your wall so you don't wreck your wall. But we're giving away one of those that holds about 51 paints, I believe, right? Okay, so now switch back. So we've got this guy, and this is going to be trickier. I'm going to use my same brush, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and paint into the little crevices first. Get those the darkest. I do have my glasses off, by the way. Glasses off. So what the glasses off command is to alert the chat that if you really want to get my attention, you need to put @Shoshie's Minis so that I know to look at chat and answer questions. Because otherwise I'm going to be concentrating heavily on painting. Because I don't have my glasses on, I cannot see well without them. Okay, so I'm getting in here in all the little crevices. I'm going to go ahead and make these a little darker because Anvil is going to make a shadow right there. I'm going to add a little water to my paint to thin it out. And see what happens when I just glaze over the top. Yeah, it covers up a lot, but the white underneath still shows through enough, I believe, that it works. Okay, that's a little faster. You can tell I'm a little impatient. All right, let's chat. Super Sarah, success! Husband will have a custom survivor for today. Yay, that's awesome. Why did my screensaver just go on? Ah, my whole monitor just got no signal. Oh no. Give me 1 second, guys. What a pain in the butt. Okay, there we go. I got you back. Intimacy couple, Joe and Rachel. Super fun role survivors, but this was the first completed survivor of any of the armor sets. Awesome. This needs to be thinner. The reason why it needs to be thin is so that when it glazes over the lighter areas, it doesn't paint them, it just colors them a little bit. Nice cat hair. We have a cat hair, guys. It's been a while. We do our cat hair emote if you have it. Kind of like a drinking game. But you don't get to drink as much as you used to because we don't have as much cat hair as we used to either. Yep. Thank you, Shoshie Stream. Teviston, how are you? Do more water. Yeah, I added some reds in there. Changing the tone a little bit. Okay. Do a little bit of blue now. See, we gotta thin it out. Blue is pretty strong. Okay. That looks good. Now I'm gonna have to do my hairdryer trick. Because I don't want anything to dry too fast, which stuff is going to dry slower in the crevices. Okay, so I'm going to rinse my brush and I'm going to mute myself. There we go. Sorry about that. I had to restart my music by accident. I hit the music button instead of the mic button. So I'm going to set my alarm on here so that we can make sure to stop on time. We're going to make an alarm for 1 p.m. Okay. And so here is finished first color. So we've got the glazes on here. Yes, Teviston, hey, we're doing a paint rack giveaway, but then we're also giving away Jessica Thunderhawk, but we're not giving away in this stream. We're giving her away. Isn't she pretty? All the beautiful feather work I did that you can't see now that she's behind it. Jessica is going to be given away in Flickster stream. We're going to be host and rating him in 1 hour, roughly. A little bit less than an hour. So she's going to get given away in his stream. So you want to stay around because that's going to be a really interesting thing we're going to do an announcement as well. So this is a very dirty brush. I wonder if I don't have anything. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a small brush. This one is good. It's got a nice point to it. This is a Kolinsky, I think it's a number 1 Velcro brush. And I'm going to take Dark Elf Skin, which is a beautiful, like, purpley gray color that will look really nice with this whole thing. And I'm going to paint these little faces. Okay. That will be my transition color. And then I'll go up to white after that dries. This is going to be probably the most tedious thing you'll see me do on stream, probably. But trust me, it will look awesome once I finish. And I'll try to paint fairly quickly for you. So see how I'm going over all of the white. And this color is very harmonious with the other colors I've already got on this. Nice, because it's so dark, I don't have to be super accurate with it either. Now if I went straight to white, which you could do, you could dry brush it, it won't look as nice. By the way, glasses are off, just so you know. You should do a CAD stretch break in just a second as well. Give me 1 minute to finish this side, and then we'll do a stretch. If you've not watched the stream before, you know we break up we do a 2-hour stream, and then we break it up in the middle with a little cat stretch. Get your blood going, gets your back from being, in one place for very long. Okay, this is a good place to stop and stretch. So, hold on. One more. Very addictive. I want to keep painting these little face guys here. I want to at least get half of it painted before I stretch. Okay, that's good. All right, everybody, get up, get out of your chair. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna do our stretch. Mixing warm and cool into different areas is really interesting. Yes. All right, everybody, get up and stretch. Oh, hey, Pixie Lou. Stretch your back. Like lift up your, stretch out your, what are these called back here, your sciatics. Those are the ones that can get really tight if you don't stretch. You can really mess yourself up bad with your sciatic nerves. All right. Go overhead. Yes, thank you for that. You yawned? No, Pixie Lou, get up. Stretch your back. Make sure you take care of your back. Because if you don't, you will not paint for very long. All right, real quick, I need a color. Let's see, this is bleached linen. I'm going to mix this with my elf skin, this one right here. And I'm going to have kind of a dark to light thing going on. I'll show you what I mean. You want to make a value with your palette here. Stretch this out to this. Wipe that off. Take this one over here. Make a mid color. Right, like that with those two, and then make a mid color with those two. Oh, that one's not making a mid-color. It's too much. Alright. Well, that's enough, I guess. Makes it more on my palette. Okay. So, now I'm going to go back over here and on highlights of the nose and the brow. That. An eyelid. And there's lips. And the cheekbone. Kind of go back to the face color and then you can blend that. Wet blend it. It makes it so much easier if you just wet blend it. You see, then I can go back into the ivory color, pick out the highest highlights, make sure I'm on cam. So if I was off stream, I would sit and tediously paint every single one of these, but the kind of temperament I have, I just don't have temperament to do that through the whole thing. So what I'll probably do is switch to something else in here in a minute. I just wanted to make sure I show you how I do the faces. I guess I could do it a little faster by overbrushing. Let me see if I can figure out a fast version. Yeah, that works actually. Take a little bit of that. Overbrushing is sort of it's sort of dry brushing, but not quite. Just paying attention to make sure it doesn't actually look dry. This is better. Let me try it with a better, bigger brush. Let's see if I can speed this up. I've got one of these. This is a big dry brush here. I would call it a dry brush. This is a flat. See what happens. Can I speed that up? Add a little bit more ivory to the side here. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm so impatient. I just can't be asked, as they say. Now, because I am dry brushing, I don't want it to look too dry brushed. It does look dry brushed right now. It looks kind of inky. It looks better over here where I didn't do that mid-tone. We've got the hard highlights. Because this is mine and not a commission, I can do what I want. I'll do what I want. And I'm way too impatient to sit and do that forever. A little bit of ivory. I'm gonna hit the noses. See, that had too much water in it. Let's get a different brush. See, now that brush is no longer dry. It's no longer giving me the effect I want. Let's try this one. This is a round. This one, I only want to go over the little noses. and a little bit of the forehead. Oh yeah, there we go. Boom. That has a lot more ivory in it, that's why. Getting more contrast now. They kind of look like stone. A lot more like stone than they did. Okay, they're still not ideal, so I may add a wash. My makeup brushes for dry brushing to be smoother. I agree. I don't have any makeup brushes down here. I'll show you what I do have though. I have, this is awesome. This color is Stone Wash. It's actually a wash, a Reaper wash. I'm gonna put some in this. This is the wavy that came with my, it's not. I need to open it. Gotta find a pin for it. Hold on. Here, I got these at Reaper. Aren't they awesome? Look at this. It's like a little pewter skull on the back of one of those T-pins. Can't see the T-pin, but I got these at Reaper. I think you can buy them from them too. They're handy. It makes it so much easier not to lose them. All right, that's the Stone Wash. Let's see what happens when I do this. What is the consistency of the paint when I wet blend it like that? Well, I think for this, I think it was pretty straight. Oh yeah, this is awesome. So the Stone Wash, I can thin out a little bit. I think it'll go in the crevices better. Yeah. Good. I feel like it needs to be darker still, but I'll live with this. The reason why it needs to be darker is because the lights need to be lighter as well. Over here, and he's going to be standing over here, so I can have more shadowed, which means I can take shortcuts and not have to highlight everything to heck. Okay, because he's going to be standing with his big cape, creating a big shadow right here. Yep. Okay. I'm going to let that dry. And now that we can work on him again, he is dry. Yep. Let's go ahead. We're going to use this brush again. This is my old junky brush. And where's my metal? This is the black metal that I want to use. Now I'm not going to paint this on thick. I'm going to essentially dry brush this on as well. Okay. Start on this leg because there's the most. Take some of that. You're going to blot it off on your paper towel. See how I hardly have any left on my brush? That's how I want it. I want there still to be some. And I'm just going to go on the edges of this. See how it highlights it, but there's still that darkness to it because I'm not 100% painting it on the whole thing. Leave your shadows. Right? Probably need to go back in and paint. So that looks nice. That's a nice, easy step too. But you see, this has a very definite line here, and then I brush that over the top. Make that nice highlight and get some more paint and dab it off on the paper towel. And then see there's a sharp light here too. That's gonna have high contrast light. More paper, more paint. Glasses are off, guys, so get my attention by putting at Shoshie's Minis if you've got a question. On the knee, for sure there's gonna be lots of highlights on the knee. And I will go ahead and do the rib cage, why not? And then he's got these epaulets. Oh, that's a beautiful blend. All I did was kind of burnish it. That's all you gotta do is a little burnishing with this metal, and you're not exactly painting it, you're just burnishing. Such a cool character. Same thing over here. I'm going to burnish. And why not? I will do the teeth and stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and make his entire horns metallic. Teeth can be metallic as well. Okay, watch this. I've got paint burnishing here. And I need more paint for the horns because those are getting solid black metal. Finish it back here. Oh, that metal looks so good next to that blue. Oh, there's a whole area here that I didn't get painted, so I need to go back and get that. I just caught a follow. Telebadger just subscribed. Wow, 11 months in a row. Thank you so much for that, Telebadger. Excellent. And that was with the tier 1. Thank you. With the stars. All right, he's good. I'm trying to decide now on the eyeballs. I think what I'm going to do on the eyeballs here is I'm going to go ahead and go with my dark purpley, blackish, bluish color. Go ahead and paint all those that color like they were on the armor. They're really small. Might need to put more paint on my palette. I think I'm running out of paint. All right, more paint. We had deep blue. We had a little bit of black, and we had a little bit of decay black and a little bit of Arbuckle brown, which is actually a maroon. Yay, and give some hype. Yeah, and we're actually not painting for the red panda, or we're not having the giveaway is not for Roland the red panda. It's for the paint rack that we're doing. Sorry about that. My bot is being wonky. All right. You're also finding other little areas that need a little dark color in some spots. All right, so all these little eyeballs, we hope they're eyeballs. I'm not really sure what they are. I've decided that they are eyeballs. He is a Cyclops Knight. I'm gonna paint those to dark. You just never know with Kingdom Death. They could be anatomy. It could be, who knows. This is more blue. I'm putting more blue on this part. Okay. We should make this breech cloth the same color as this cloak. I think that would look good. Garage curtain is what some people say. Right. It's done. All of the eyes, we're going to make a brighter red. Oh, let me grab my brush on the floor. Anatomy, I know. You're going to get lots of eye practice, yes. Exactly, that's the point. So before I go further, I'm gonna go ahead and do this part of his cloth. This is blue. Such a cool model. We can do this part blue as well. All these little utensil tools I can paint after the fact. So base coat it with this blue, and then we'll pick out all the little tools with the silver or something after we get this in. There we go. Gotta get the back. It'll be darker. More black to that side. Ooh, you know what I just found? I just found an unpainted spot. Right. Good. He's very dark. He's almost looking close to being done, but he's not. I want to show you. Okay, well, again with the black metal, I'm going to go ahead and highlight some of these spots on his belt buckle, whatever this is. All right, now for the eyes. Debating on what to do for the eyes. I think what I'll put this blood red down. No, this blood red is not very saturated. Let's see what I've got. I've got Antares red. So this is going to be the base color, but we're going to end up shading it. Just want to make sure to get this in here. Let's see what this looks like on this ankle here. Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. It's very orangey, so let that dry. I can already tell you I don't like it. It needs to be more of a red, a true red. Try Mayhem Red. This one is a satin color. Yeah, that's a little bit more of a blue-red. This one is more of an orange-red. That's still drying. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm going to try it on this one instead. Ooh, that's cool as hell. Yes. It is much more what I wanted to do. You guys like that? Look at this. Yeah. And then all of these. Ah! Not too much on that one. See, you do have a good idea every now and then. Yes, you do. Folder 89 says, which glue do I use for putting resin together? I use super glue and sometimes some Bondic. Sometimes you'll have gaps. But super glue, the super glue that I like the most is, I don't see it in front of me. It's called, well, I use two different kinds. I use the Insecure that you can get at a bunch of different stores, and also the, oh, what's it called? Dang it. Loctite Pro. That's what I use. There we go, that's way better. Yeah, I like that shiny red so much better on that. All right, let me try this on the eyeballs. Kind of creepy. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna use the oranger red as a base because I think this one came out a little better because it has the orange base. See that? And then I can go over it with my darker red. Blue and orange are opposite on the color wheel, so they look really good together. Okay. Also, if I have my glasses off, just do @Shoshie's Mini so you can get my attention a little better. A little easier to see what people are trying to get me to pay attention to if I've got that. Okay, so looks good. Oh, so cool looking. Almost looks like a gem. Okay, we're not done with all the marmor. I should have waited. Let me switch brushes again, go to a smaller brush. Now, I'm going to, we've got our darks in there already. In order to get my metals to really pop, I need to do something. I'm just debating on whether I should use a wash. Let me try a little Drucci Violet. Hopefully it won't dry shiny. You want shadows to be more, you either want them really matte or you want them glossy because there'll be more depth. This is Drucci Violet. I'm just gonna put it in spots where I want even more depth. Now in the box art, he's got a glow of red by his belly, and I might actually switch that up in a minute. I could probably do that with the red ink. See the purples? That's pretty dark. I'm going to use just flat paint. Get some of the blues and darks and stuff I need in here. Contrast, contrast, contrast. I want this to be really deeply contrasted. Okay. Places where metal doesn't get light isn't shiny. So you don't have to have shiny, shiny metal everywhere to make. In fact, oftentimes, I learned this from Michael Proctor in a workshop on metallic metals. The darker and grungier something is, the more shiny it will actually look. Okay, so we've got a lot of our darks in now. Okay, let me check chat. Yay, looks fantastic. Yeah, he's getting there. I haven't popped out the really important parts yet, okay? So now, I need a mid-tone as my metal. Let's do, what could I use? I think that's too dark. I need a mid-tone metallic. I gotta find all my metallics. They're all over the place. Those are inks. Ooh. Over there? Nope. There they are. I found them. Alright, so I'm gonna take a mid-tone, probably heavy metal, or yeah, I think heavy metal will work. Ooh, I got this too. This is Alchemist Alchemy. And, oh, an ink would be good too. I forgot about inks. Let's try that. We've got Inktense Blue. And I can mix that with some Inktense Brown to make a beautiful color. That's Inktense Violet. We've got Inktense Violet and Inktense Blue. I think, here, this is Inktense Wood. Let's do those two colors together. Unless I have chestnut somewhere. Chestnut's better. Chestnut has more red. Because we're going more toward purples with him. I want to do Inktense Blue and Inktense Chestnut to make a really dark colored ink wash. Okay? Have that in there. Looks amazing. Just randomly click and you're shocked at how perfect it is. Aw, thank you. All right, this is, ooh, that's coming. Why is that coming out so thick? There's some on the end of there. Here we go. Right, there's blue. Just a little bit of blue and a little bit of brown. Gonna mix it together. Oh, look at this color. That is dark. Not black though. Okay. Take a little water. Poke this in spots. It doesn't seem to be, it's working, but I don't think it's as effective as the flat paint is. Okay. All right, so that wasn't as big of a deal as I thought it was going to be. So now I'm going to take my heavy metal right here, and a little bit of my Alchemist. This is my Amethyst Alchemy. It's got a little purple in it. I'm going to start with the Amethyst Alchemy. Yay, your vacuuming's done, Sarah. Please show the ink mix on the palette. I did. I'm not showing it on the palette. I'm gonna show it in this. That's what I mixed it in because it will make a mess on my palette. And I also swatched it too. This is the purple, the Alchemist. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna go in the highlighted areas, the spots where I want the most light. The purple, oh, it's lovely. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful, this Alchemist. You may want to think about the giveaway before you get too carried away with trying to finish the stream and hosting Flickster. That is true. Okay, so let me finish this. Flickster has like a 5 or 10, he has a 10-minute roll up. So what you could do is find out when his roll up's going, and then we'll start the giveaway here, because I don't want to send you over to a waiting screen. Okay? Look at that beautiful purple. And it reads as metal. I love it. Beautiful. I'm not going to put it on everything, just on the stuff that is the most, maybe I could put it on the edges of these eyeballs. The eyeballs went really dark on me, so I need to go back and paint a little bit with the dark red, with the red. That. When I buy the metallics, am I supposed to have double? Some of them, it depends on what sets you get. Some of them, Pixie Lou, thank you for the sub. Oh my goodness. That is awesome. Thank you, Pixie. Pixie Lou 85. We will be getting lots of emotes in the very near future. LOU 85. Thank you, Pixie. Because reasons, aw. I think I know what your reasons are. I think I know. Wait, again with more of the purple here. Armor. See how beautifully that's highlighting? So all of his, how he looks very heavy metal, like he'd be in a metal band or something. All right, that's all I'm going to do with the purple metallic. I need to use this is the highest highlight I'm going to use. This is the Game Air Silver, and I always use this for my high highlights on just about everything. You can also use speed metal. Actually, let's do speed metal. I'm just curious what the difference is going to be. The speed metal is practically white. The emotes. This needs to be shaken really well because it gets very runny on the palette. I'm not sure if it's because all the pigment goes to the bottom. Okay. All right, with a small brush, this is a very small brush. Yeah, I'm just going to use the silver because the speed metal, it's too runny for me. I'm going to only put it on the highest highlighted spots. See that? Ooh, that looks good. There's a million cat hairs and some paper towel hairs on this. Get all the little edges. Paint your edges when you're painting metallics. That's like a rule, right? See how bright that looks now? He looks metal. Now I'm really, really wanting to make it look like he's got a guitar or a sword. I'm curious about what happens if I make his little teeth metal instead of bone. I think it looks cool. Oh my god, I love it. Do the highlight on these horns. So all I do is I look at where the highlight is hitting from the natural light. With these little teeth as well. That's going to be amazing. All right, we're getting close to the end of the stream. You want to let me know if Flickster is rolling his pre-roll. We'll start doing our giveaway in a minute here. And then I will host you guys over. Don't forget, you want to stay with Flickster so that you can win the Jessica that we painted yesterday. We finished her yesterday. And yeah, that looks great. Look at that. I think you have to go, but you do a lot of cool stuff you'd like to learn about. I think you might change your schedule a bit so you can catch certain people's streams. Awesome. So Syntropic, make sure you enter before you leave. You don't have to be here to win. I don't think you have to be here to win the paint rack. So you can go ahead and if you have to go, you can still win the paint rack at least. You might not be able to win the Jessica Mini. But the rest is good. Okay. All right, getting those little last teeth in. That shoulder pad got too highlighted, I think. I have to go back and fix that. All right. Paint rack, yes, paint rack. Oh, he's not rolling it yet? Okay. MDF paint rack that holds like 50 bottles. Yep, that's what the giveaway is for. You do exclamation point tickets. I think it's how's it work? Yeah, exclamation point tickets, and I think you can you can buy up to 10 tickets. If you don't have 10 tickets, buy 5, buy 2, buy however many you have. Get in on that before you leave. And if you're interested in winning the Jessica Mini, you got to stay for Flickster's stream, because that's where you're going to be able to win her. We're going to have a very, very special announcement on Flick's stream very soon. It's going to be epic. Oh my gosh, look at how metal he looks. Look, I just did that. A little bit of brush. Love him. Love him. Okay. Are we almost ready for our giveaway? Let me go see. We got 10 minutes before we finish, and he's not even going to start for another 20 minutes. So we should keep painting until then. So definitely buy your tickets now. Just got the message, Flicks online. Okay, so he's gonna start. So let me, yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. I wanna show you how he's gonna look on his base. Yeah, I definitely need to do a lot more on his base. It needs to be a lot more high contrast. You can see he's gonna look really neat. I collect the knights from Kingdom Death. If you didn't already know that, that's one of my favorite parts of Kingdom Death. I'm gonna do this real quick. This Anvil is beautiful. Paint that metal right now. Once I do the drawing, I'd like to be able to switch this directly over so I'm not in a super hurry. Plus, you never know, somebody might need that last little bit of time to get their tickets. Here we go, we got the Anvil. And I will end up doing a wash over that too. Okay. Yep, gonna be great. Let's do some metal on this real quick. Sword. Okay, good. Bitty bitty sword. Good morning, Drax. It is actually almost 1 o'clock our time. I think it is 11 o'clock Drax's time. Drax, if you have any chat points, get in on a gift, get in on a giveaway. We're going to be giving away a paint rack. Let me take these out so I can show it to you. Hold on. This is a paint rack by Anyway Designs. Woo! Okay, there's about 51 holes for paints. They fit these. They fit all the Secret Weapon, Vallejo, Scale 75, Reaper, regular paint bottles really well. Army Painter, all those things go in there just fine. And like I said, you can hang them up with these snazzy hooks. Just put exclamation point tickets and how many you want to buy. You can buy up to 10 tickets. All right, could do some airbrush magic. Yes, you could. My airbrushes are all in the shop right now, so I can't do that, but I'm gonna have to wait until they come back. All right, and I'm gonna go and do the bot, and we will pick our winner. All right, guys, are you ready? Do you have all your tickets? Make sure Cyber Nomad needs to buy some tickets. He's looking at his points. Yep, you can, I think Pixel Cruncher, you can buy all 10 tickets if you want, because you have 279 gold stars. So that should be plenty to get all 10. All right, guys, I'm gonna go pull the winner. I forgot to make my quick caveat. If you live outside the United States, I always ask that you help me pay for shipping. If you live inside the United States, I can cover it. It's not a big deal. But if you live outside the United States, I just ask that you help me out with shipping. So if you win this, it's going to be flat because I'm going to mail it in an envelope, so it won't cost much at all. So, alrighty. Yay, and the winner is Meg Paints Minis. Congratulations, Meg. Let's give some hype for her. Let's see, where is my keyboard? Here it is. Hype for Meg. Also, Meg, just send me a message in my whispers so that I can get your information to send this to you. Meg Paints Minis. She's actually one of my newer followers, so that's pretty cool. So that just goes to show you that you don't have to have been following me for very long and watching. You just, you know, get the chat points, you enter, you can win stuff, right? Okay, so let's see. We are going to, and I'll raid Flickster. He's got about 4 minutes left on his thing. Aw, Jax, thank you for the cheer. That was awesome. All right, so like I said, we have a special announcement in Flick's channel, as well as we're gonna give away the lovely Jessica Thunderhawk in his channel too. So you wanna stick around. We're going to, let's see if he's on yet. I think he's still in his pre-roll. Double check. Yep, it says, okay, so Flickster's channel says biggest end of the month celebration yet. Big announcement. He's got all of his sponsors in the channel, so you're gonna wanna hang out and go over there. Let's see here. Hold on. Okay. I am not ready to host him yet. We've got about 3 minutes. Are you guys ready? Can't hear anything. You don't know what happened. Meg, you won. Mad love, Meg. That's for you, Meg. She says, yay, thank you. So message me, Meg. Somebody type to her that she needs to message me so that we can let her know to yep. Send her a message. All right. Let me tell Meg that she needs to message me. Whisper. Yeah, be sure to message. Thank you, Sarah. You've got it taken care of. Good. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna do Mad Love. We're gonna totally raid Flick in 2 minutes. So here's the Mad Love command so that you can cut and paste. Let's see here. Mad Love. So everybody cut and paste the heart, the purple hearts and the Mad Love. We're gonna raid him. Cut and copy. Test it. Okay, that works. All right, let's see. He's on. Flick, you need to get on now. Shall we do another look of the guy? Here we go. All right. So first of all, let me go to my ending music. All right, so here's my ending music. Let's start. There we go. We've got my thanks. All right, so I will be back on Flickster's channel because I want to help him make this announcement. So you want to be there. He's got this massive, massive giveaway going on. Plus, he's got his own giveaway, plus Jessica. So you're going to want to stay and go with us to him. All right? Oh, that's our alarm to raid. Let's go ahead and raid him. All right, hold on 1 second. Yes, I will see you over there. Make sure I do this right. Okay, did that work? That did not work. Did it work? Gotta do exclamation point. My raid isn't working. Oh, I have a raid in progress. Okay, it's working. All right, I will see you guys